decay. Don't let the badge fool you. The new compact Jaguar crossover is very much gasoline-fueled. Confusion over the name clearly fooled a few launch attendees though. Pre-drive discussion focused on whether it would have sufficient battery endurance to get us the 60 miles to lunch in Brighton, an iconic seaside resort on England's southern coast. Such are the priorities of jet-lagged road textures. The relief palpable when it was realized good Opel internal combustion power means a range of over 400 miles by the quoted EPA combined figure. And our fish and chips wouldn't be going cold. The fully electric E-Pace will join the crossover line up eventually, but for now the E-Pace is a more conventional junior partner to the F-Pace, the fastest selling vehicle Jaguar has ever built. Why wouldn't it want to capitalize on that with a smaller, more affordable but equally stylish second model line? With a $38,600 starting price, it's nearly $3,500 cheaper than the equivalent entry point to the F-Pace and Evoque ranges, but, as we'll see, with a character of its own. If the E-Pace looks like a slightly truncated F-Pace with some sharper body detailing and a sportier face, then little wonder. The basic lines are familiar, but it's 13.3 inches shorter overall and 7.6 inches less in wheelbase. It looks taller as a result but is more or less identical to the F-Pace in height, with harder edges, reverse cuts in the flanks that catch the light, and a slinky trunk lid helping make it look lower and wider than it actually is. The powertrain is more closely related, being based on Jaguar Land Rover 2.0-liter Ingenium turbocharged gasoline engine and driving all four wheels through a 9-speed automatic transmission. There are two power options, 246 horsepower for the standard car and 296 HP for the R-Dynamic models. Also used on the Evoque, the active driveline system on R-Dynamic models is based around Giant's twin-stir rear axle unit, which folds toward back bearing across the rear axle when engaged. Unlike Ford, Jaguar doesn't overspeed the rear axle to contrive that oversteering balance, though it was apparently considered early in development. Durability concerns and the fact that soccer moms are probably more interested in all-weather traction than going full can block put paid to that idea, but the power advantage over close rivals like the 228 HP BMW X1 F-Drive 28i and 208 HP Mercedes GLA250 mean Jaguar has the sportiest option in its class. Our test car is the more powerful model, more or less equivalent to the $53,100 MSRP Dynamic HSE top in stateside price lists. For a limited period there's also a $53,550 first edition model with unique Caldera red paint and 20-inch wheels using the 246 HP motor. Jaguar has always loved big wheels, and the 20s on this car look good, but the thin sidewalls can't blunt the intrusion of expansion joints and potholes. Constantly variable dampers as part of the active dynamics package will be available in due course, but our test cars have passive struts, so below 30 miles per hour the E-Pace shows the brittle side. While it sounds a little rough and unrefined at lower speeds, the engine pulls hard, delivering peak torque from just 1,500 RPM and exploiting its strong mid-range through all 9 gears. Stated aims for the interior design include a low slunk seat position and tall belt line to contrive a sense of sitting in a low slunk car, despite being in a tall riding crossover. Go figure, but the F-Type style passenger grab handle and driver-oriented dash help contrive a sporting atmosphere, and the combination of a standard 10-inch Touch Pro screen for infotainment and large, tactile rotary controls for heating and ventilation work well. The optional multi-configurable 12.3-inch TFT interactive driver display and next gen full-color HUD demonstrate JLR has got its act together with the tech too. And even on slippery roads, the handling balance is true to the dynamic promise. Sure, you're still in the tall, nose-heavy crossover, but the front axle has bite. On this active driveline-equipped car there's a rear-driven sense of being pushed into the turns that contrasts to that of being hauled out by the Haldex-style systems in most rivals. It's safe and secure in these conditions as you'd hope of a family-oriented crossover, but with enough sparkle to make it fun when you're on your own.